Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? Welcome to the Woman Toasty Club Online Memory Afternoon, episode 116. My name's John O'Casson, still is John O'Casson. I've just checked. Someone wrote it down in case I forgot it. It's still John O'Casson. And we are with you this afternoon with our lovely hosts, Jeanette and Tom. We've got some poetry from Jeanette, her poem of the week. She's going to be doing a little video. And we have a special guest live today, Mr. Pete Beat, a wonderful singing artist who writes his own original wonderful material that I discovered myself through my work on Fresh on the Net. So really pleased and looking forward to welcoming Pete to the stage, to the screen, I should say. There's no stage here. Hi, Jeanette and Tom. How are you?
Hello.
Fine.
All good.
Thank you. How are you?
Are your lives well?
Mustn't grumble.
Mustn't grumble. Can't complain.
Mustn't grumble.
Should we talk about the weather?
No.
That's what English people do, isn't it? They talk about the weather all
Got a
day.
bit cold earlier. That's all I can. I was out in the garden.
Yeah, like they say things like, "Oh, it's nice in the sun, but that wind, ooh," that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Have you had a wind around your areas, Jeanette?
No, I haven't. Well, I may have done outside. No, I haven't been out yet today. I only just got dressed. I've been working from home, and I'm in the pink now for the show. And yeah, it's very grey outside, and it doesn't entice me to go out. I was thinking about maybe going out tonight, or maybe we can go for a little motorbike ride this afternoon. But I don't know. I might not. I might just stay in with the heating on.
Yeah. Just go mad, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the heating up.
Yeah, turn the heating up. Pretend there's no cost of living crisis going on.
Yeah.
Just go wild.
What cost of living crisis? I don't understand. What is this thing you talk about?
Oh, exactly. Well, now you're rich. Other than when you was young, of course, you were very poor.
Oh yeah. No, I'm rich now.
Now you're
I'm
rich.
just
It's okay.
rolling in it.
We still warm a brick on a fire, wrap it in a little towel, and that's our hot water brick at night. So they used to do it. Get a brick
Okay.
in the fire, yeah, and then just wrap it up in a little muslin in them
Oh.
days or something. We use a big flannel. If you heard of them, flannels. As they do nice ones actually. There are other shops available.
I have turned to using 2 hot water bottles instead of 1 because one is just not enough. And I don't use the electric blanket because of the cost of living crisis. I'm trying to be careful.
Yes.
But 2 hot water bottles. So one to snuggle up with and one for my feet. So hands and feet always cold. So
Yes. Oh, are they? Mine are as well, all the time, permanent.
Same here.
And my head, top of my head. Top of my head is like somebody's got a tea towel. They've soaked it in water in the local pond, hung it on the line in the like freezing snow, and then put it on my head and my shoulders.
Yeah.
Permanently there.
You need one of those old-fashioned nightcap things. Don't you?
Yeah.
What, like a little bit of Irish whiskey or something?
No.
Oh, no, that's not nice.
Hat.
Oh, the hat. Yeah.
They're like little tasks.
Joseph Marley or whatever. Yeah. He was big, wasn't he? He was
Or a
big.
drink.
Or a drink.
Sherry.
Put that on your head. Try and balance it.
Now, I don't know if anyone's watching yet. If you are, you're welcome to come on our comments and say
Elmi
hello.
is.
Elmi, we can feel you. We can feel you through the radio. No, the copper wire
Ethers.
Wi-Fi. I've got something to. Hello, Peep. She says, "How are you? I hope you all are well. We are good. Are we good, gang? Yeah.
Very good. In the pink.
And we hope you're."
I'm actually wearing pink on purpose today because a certain person used to love pink.
Oh yes, of course. Our late friend Dave, still looking down and laughing with us, no doubt. Elmi, hope you're in the pink. Hope you're well. So for Elmi and anybody else that wants to jump on the chat, I've got a wonky lyric. You've got to tell us what this song is from my stupid. Hello, Tom. He says on the chat. I'm glad you're in the chat, Tom. This is a song. What is this song that I tell you? Hi, Ian. I must do some work. Have a great time, everyone. He's come on and he's gone.
See you soon.
Being with us, Duncan. What oh, warm and toasty folk. What oh to you, Duncan, and your Ian Jury madness videos I saw earlier. Thank you. I'm going to do this one. This is a lyric to a song. What is the song? I'm going to do it in the style of Dick Emery's Son. I met her dad in Napoli, and did she look great? And so I brought her back to Blighty just to show me mates. And though we're married happily, I'll tell you furthermore, I haven't had a decent meal since 1944. I got it wrong again, Dad. And that was really bad impression of Dick Emery's Son.
I wondered who that was.
What was the song that I spoke of? Please, thank you kindly.
Do you know, Tom?
No.
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
And I think I heard it the other day, actually.
And Tom heard it in the week.
Yeah, and I still can't remember.
I think I did it as a really vague Christopher Walken type, really not like Christopher Walken. I met her down in Napoli, and didn't she look great? And so on. Or there's more from it in the sound of Dick Emery's Son. Her. Ain't you minestrone, Joe? Him. That's all you ever say. Eat your macaroni, Joe. Every blinking day. No wonder you're so bony, Joe. And skinny as a rake. Well, then, give us a bash of your mother used to make. Oh, come on.
I've just looked it up on the internet, and I never heard of it.
No, I don't think I had. That's probably why I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, come on. Danzy says, hot bricks, nightcaps and water bottles, already making me smile. We aim to please, Danzy. Good to see you. Steve says, here, howdy. Hi, Steve, North Carolina's finest. Glad you're with us. Christine, hello. She says, hello, lovely free. Hello, you, lovely you, Christine, and the innocent one. Nobody's going to get this song. A little clue, it was a duo. You're never going to make it as an impressionist, Jono. But yeah, I know. It's terrible, isn't it? Give us a bash of your mother used to make. And I'm going to give you a clue because you lot being so rubbish about it today. It was by Peter Sellers and Sophia Loren. And Jean saves the day. She comes in late, but she comes in firm. She comes in strong. Hello from the car. She's out in the car. She can only get the internet in the car. She says, bangers and mash. Peter Sellers and Sophia Loren, bangers and mash. That's it. Let's have a video, shall we? Moving straight along, people. Our lovely Jeanette, who's just above the purple screen there, she's Steve says kinky boots. No, Steve, we're not all wearing kinky boots. That was last week.
Speak for yourself.
You saucy lover. Oh, yeah, okay. One of us is wearing kinky boots. But she's got some very long ones. I've seen them before. They're very long. Jean smiling. Jeanette's been making some videos and she's getting better at it all the time. They're lovely, lovely videos. She's going to get in better. If you can't hear all of the sound, don't worry. It's there psychically. You just need to tune into it and it will arrive in your inner regions. This is Jeanette's video. I'm going to take us off the screen. This is Jeanette's motorbike or hike video. See Jeanette, see Jeanette, see Jeanette. Bye.
Motorbike or hike? What will it be? Walk or ride in the countryside? Glide or stride? Maybe the seaside? Windswept, sweaty or helmet hair? I'm happy to share and I just don't care because I can go anywhere. Well, today it's a hike. It's a hike or a lovely gentle stroll around the park at the end of my road. Having a lovely time with my lovely friend, who's also called Jeanette. She doesn't want to be on camera. Anyway, so I'll give you another video of the park in a moment. Well, that was a lovely walk. I'm a bit tired now, and it's dark. So I think that's the time for late.
That's Jeanette's motorbike or hike video. Let's bring her back. I'm just trying to find the screen. There they are. There they are.
That was a lovely walk, you know. The park is at the end of my road, and I have different friends that live in this area that I often meet them in the park, and we have a walk, and we just do laps of the park. And it was lovely doing that with Jeanette because we kept bumping into dog walkers that we knew, or Jeanette knew more of them than me, and we'd stop and have a chat, take a picture of their dog. And then we were there so long, did so many laps of the park chatting that it got dark, and the little sweeping video across the park shows that we were the only ones in there because it was then nighttime or tea time probably, but it did get cold and dark. But it was just so nice. I think we must have done about, I don't know, 4 laps that day.
Well done. How long does it take to do a lap?
Well, who knows when you keep stopping and chatting with people.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
England in winter, isn't it? Christine said sound is low, can't hear you very well. She's working on it. I thought it was a little bit better than last week.
It was. Next time it would be better still. Each time I do a video, I get more skilled. It's a very steep learning curve.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy to just switch on and do these things. So well done you, and good titles too. Steve Brady says, nice, Jeanette, and audio was fine here. It went all the way to North Carolina just fine. So that's good.
I noticed that Steve said on when I put an advert for the show, if you like, on Facebook yesterday, and Steve said he would set his alarm for today.
Yes.
And what time is it? So 1 o'clock lunchtime on a Friday here for us. What time of day is that for you? What time do you have to set your alarm for, Steve?
Yeah, tell us. I know it's morning, early morning, I believe, but what sort of time, Steve?
Before he goes to bed or after he's been to bed?
Before or after you've gone to bed? Sorry, I was distracted. Was Christine said I meant all the show was low. I only could think you needed to have a look at your volume control, Chrissy, and see if you can turn it up there, because we can't make the whole show any louder than it is, or it would hurt everybody to hear us.
I wear an earpiece when I'm listening to the show, and that really helps. And if I don't have that, I'll have headphones, so I'm plugged in. And having something right inside your ear makes it a lot clearer.
Yes, as I found to my cost. Elmi's sound is fine. Steve says 8 a.m. start here, 5 hours before.
Right. Okay. So we're not getting you up too early.
Good morning, North Carolina. Yes, we can't turn it up anymore, but we should welcome our guest. Let's see if I can find him. A gentleman found by myself on working for Fresh on the Net. He sent in some music, which I thought was rather gorgeous. And so we've invited him on the show, and he's actually here all the way from Gateshead, live and direct. It's 3, 2, 1. It's Mr. Pete Beat. Hi, Pete.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank you. Thanks for having us on. It's good to be here.
It's a pleasure. I love your music. So it's a real treat to have you on. I mean, Tom and Jeanette probably haven't heard you yet. Well, Tom would have heard you doing a sound check last night. But it's a nice surprise for Jeanette, and we like to give her surprises.
This is the first live show with video I've ever played songs on.
Oh, is it really?
If it all goes to pieces and it sounds terrible, I'll apologise in advance.
If it does go a bit wrong, it will fit quite well with the show.
Okay.
We make it deliberately look a little bit rough around the edges and a little bit wonky. We like to keep it very lo-fi. So if you come on here and you're absolutely perfect with just the best sound and everything just sounding like a CD, then yeah, you know, you're gonna show us up, Pete.
I shouldn't have said anything then, should I?
No,
it's fine. But if you go wrong, that's fine as well.
That's fine, absolutely. Okay. When did you first start making music, Pete?
Oh, a long time ago now. It's about 30 years, I'd say.
Oh, did you
Probably
really?
Even before that, yeah. Like playing the organ as a kid, and then I got an Amiga computer when I was 11. You could make music on, so yeah. So ever since then, I've been doing it, like writing songs pretty obsessively for about 13 years. Which time I've written 500 songs. 500
songs, yeah, you were saying earlier. Well, that's an amazing amount to write. Very prolific.
Yeah, I mean, most of them aren't very good, but there's a few.
Well, the ones I've heard, they're mostly good. I haven't
Thank
heard
you.
any duds yet. I really like what you do. I just thought it was fantastic. And I know that Steve Harris on the Fresh on the Net team, and indeed the Governor Tom Robinson has said how they sort of discovered you and found you sort of got so many songs and so many great ones as well. It's really interesting to sort of discover you.
All right.
It's like I found it's like discovering, I don't know, someone that's been an artist for many years, and then you never heard them, and you get all their back catalogue to listen to, which I thought was great.
Okay, it's very nice of you to say. That's nice to hear that about Tom and the guy.
Yeah. I remember seeing something about it just recently. Anyway, let's get you off and rolling. What are you going to do for us first, Pete?
So I'm going to do a song called Drinking Lager, which is a song I wrote about the lockdown and the pandemic, when I spent a lot of the time sat in my backyard drinking lager, which was good.
Well, can't say any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just let him have the screen. It's Mr. Pete Beat.
Thank you. If I was one to carry on all day with folk till evening's gone, I might find days just sitting quite a chore, a dreary bore. If I was such to crave the touch of humankind so very much, I might find days of solitude, a strain, a lonely pain. There's no one annoying me, it's some kind of bliss, sitting in the backyard drinking lager, cooking on the barbecue hamburgers, rubbing on me neck the Factor 50 on the hi-fi Frank Sinatra. Oh, what a day. The hours here don't go astray. Where's whiling away? If I was one of those sociable types, I might sit alone with grumps and gripes. But there's no finer thing than the company of yourself. Drink to your health. If I had lots of things to say to other folk all through the day, it maybe then would grate these days of late behind the gate. There's no one annoying me, it's some kind of bliss, sitting in the backyard drinking lager, cooking on the barbecue hamburgers, rubbing on me neck the Factor 50 on the hi-fi Frank Sinatra. Oh, what a day. The hours here don't go astray. Why smiling away? In this little garden, I have all my space. I love the sunny weather, it's my favourite place, where I warm my face. The Smith and Pithler write me right. There's no one annoying me, some kind of bliss, sitting in the backyard drinking lager, cooking on the barbecue hamburgers, rubbing on me neck the Factor 50 on the hi-fi Frank Sinatra. Oh, what a day. The hours here don't go astray. Why smile away? That was a song called Drinking Lager.
I like that very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's lovely. It puts a nice picture out, and we need sunny days for getting out there.
Exactly, yeah. The sun's been out a couple of times this week, but not the lager drinking temperatures.
Yeah, we've had it a bit here as well, but with a chilly wind. Christine said, loved it.
Oh, thank you, Christine.
Elmi says, a storytelling song, very nice.
Thank you.
And Danzy says, that was great, Pete.
Thank you, Danzy. Much appreciated.
And it's really interesting, sort of like having heard your music, bought some of it, have it in the car, because I've bought some of it, so that's legal. I'm allowed to have it in the car. Because people stream it, but I still like to own a little sort of a file. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thanks for buying it. Much appreciated.
It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure. and because you use a lot of samples and different parts of music, which I love the layers, by the way. The sound collage you make is really great. It's really interesting hearing you transpose it just to a guitar. So well done, use. As Steve puts it from North Carolina, sounds great, good beat to it. Hey.
What he did there.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, really good. I'm so pleased you're on. I'm kind of a little bit excited, and I'm of an age that I shouldn't really be like that. But when someone I really like comes on, I get all happy, and I'm all happy because you're on. So thank you, Pete.
It's very nice of you to say. I'm all excited as well. It's my first live show.
Well, you're doing great. You're doing great. So
That's
what
very
we'll
good.
do is we'll pop off and just have a little chat for a minute or two, and then we'll welcome you back for your second song in a short while.
Okay.
Pete Beat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Pete.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like it when you have new people. I mean, I love all our regulars, but it's
Glad
nice
you
to
said
be
that.
very fresh. No, I do. Crikey, I love the guys that we've often had, and seeing them in person is always really brilliant. But yeah, no, that's nice. He's
I
good.
think it's lucky for us. It's lucky for us that it's not so lucky for some of the artists that use backing tracks when we first sort of started. And we had some problems with the Facebook not liking backing tracks, basically.
Ah.
And but it's made it fortuitous to us to have more original artists on the show. And I kind of like that, because them playing it acoustically is, you know, it's never say never with Facebook, but at least our stream's not getting stopped.
Yeah.
And I just genuinely, having made music, it's sort of like, I suppose in a similar vein to what Pete's doing when you listen to his music. I'd like to hear about his influences and stuff like that soon. But I just sort of like, I find it really interesting how people make it, how they arrived there, what they're, you know, and I've lost my words. I've actually lost my words, and I can't go on. I'm going to have to stop here. Thank you. Good night.
Well, you know, far be it from us to put words in your mouth, but
Indeed.
we
Thank
could
you.
prompt you.
I forgot to write on the I have a little running order that I send out. It's just sort of like to give us a rough guide. The rest of it's just off
It's
the
not a
cuff.
script.
It's not a script. And I wrote last week, or the last few weeks, Jono, don't speak too much. And I forgot to write that this week, and I've already realised I've lost.
He's off. He's off. There's no stopping him.
Oh, exactly. I'm so sorry. I'm going to ask the viewers a question. Do you have a highlight of your week so far? That's it. Any small thing that's happened. Sometimes it just might be somebody said, "Cooey" over the garden fence. "Cooey, how you doing, John? Oh, love, you right?" And that makes me very happy when I have that happen. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. It's been a deadly, horrible week, except on Monday, myself and Tom, Nelson and Dawn and Lucy and others were at Greenstead Community Centre, and we had a really nice memory afternoon in person last Monday. Gone. That was my highlight of the week. Tom, can I ask you, you don't have to use the same one, of course, because you have a life, unlike myself. Do you have any highlights that you want to share that's clean to air?
It's clean. No, sorry.
You filthy beast.
They're all filthy. Yeah. Well, I went to Norwich yesterday to play. So that
What,
was
like on
quite
swings and roundabouts? And that sort of thing?
Yeah. So we sort of left early, had a bit of food, a pub in Norwich, and then
Nice.
had a gig, and then
Wow.
then came home. That was
Tell
quite
us about the gig. What was it like? Was you sort of like one of a number of acts on? And
No, it's just us.
just you,
Yeah.
the medlars, yeah.
No, this is like a French dance band. So we played for a French evening in Norwich at the Canary Club.
We, yeah.
Mange too.
Très bien, très bien. Je m'appelle Jean. All that.
La plume de ma tante est sur la table.
Omelette du fromage. Yeah. That's wonderful, Tom. I'd like to go. I wouldn't want to go all the way to Norwich because that's too far for my little body, which is quite big body actually. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But well done. That sounds fantastic, Tom.
Does. Sounds lovely. I love Norwich.
French dance music, not like.
No,
No.
what's the French dance?
French folk music, isn't it?
I'm just trying to think of the French dance electronic dance band. I can't think of their name, but anyway, not
Daft
Air.
Punk,
Yeah, there's another one, isn't there?
Air.
Lovely. Oh, Saint Vincent.
We do a tune at Ron Saint Vincent.
Oh.
What about you, Jeanette? Highlight of the week?
Well,
Thank
I've had
you,
a
Tom.
lovely week. I've done lots of chatting with people on video chat, which I like. But I think the highlight was creating the artwork for the upcoming CD for the Significant Others, the band I'm in. And I created most of it and designed it and sent it all off to the CD making people. So at some point very soon, we're going to have a CD with artwork. So that would be good. I
Well
look
done,
forward to
you.
seeing
You
that
do.
actually hold one. That would be good.
You're fully qualified to do every job in the world, aren't you?
No. But I might have a go at it. I assume I can do
everything.
everything.
That's it. Yes,
No,
you
but
have a go.
it's a bad thing, Johnny, because I actually assume I can do everything that anybody else can do. I think I can do it. You know, I just need to learn how to do it, and I can do it. Imagine my shock when I find something I can't do. I get so surprised and a little bit cross with myself. Why can't I do that?
Crestfallen, you must be.
But no, my default position is, well, I'll have a go at that. Yeah, you know, how hard can it be?
Well, I think in life it's nice to be a Jack or a Jill of all trades. And I've had a go at things myself, but there are certain things that I just go, oh no, I can't do that.
I know I love creativity though. I'm not brilliant at writing songs like you, and I haven't written one for 2 years. But I do like working with graphics and stuff, and I'm learning new software all the time. You just wait till I get that GoPro for my bike.
God,
my videos are a bit rough and ready at the moment, getting better each time. But
GoPro,
get
get
better.
you.
So good.
You'd have to buy
I know I
some-
should invest in one. You know, my company could invest in it for me.
Yeah, what was that, Tom?
you should probably buy some fancy software for your filmmaking, shouldn't you?
I should, but you know, I'm learning with the stuff that I've got at the moment. So you know how that seems to work. And if I take better videos, then you know I can still use those same graphics for the beginning and end, the titles and credits, which I quite like. You know, that's my thing.
Yeah, well
I
done.
do stuff like this for my clients. I put stuff on their websites. I've learned how to, you know, put things on a website and make videos for them of their kind of work.
All right, Jeanette, please stop showing off, please.
Oh, I'm not showing off. No,
I know you're not.
You know, you just think, well, I'll have a go at it. How hard could it be? And
Good
you
on
just
you.
kind of find your way and stumble through it. And you know, if it's not brilliant at first, you get better.
Oh wow, that's
And
lovely.
nobody dies of it.
Nobody dies of it. No, I'm just reading the comments from Jean. She said she sang an original song at Faversham Folk Club and got asked if Louis Jordan sings it, or Louise Jordan. I thought it was a Louis Jordan as well. Wow, check you out, Jean. That sounds wonderful.
Cool. We'd
Can
like
you
to hear that.
Can you get us a recording of it, please, on a video, and we'll put it up on the
Yeah.
show? I know it's done now, so next time. Elmi says, going to my community choir and being taught a Romanian song by a lovely Romanian girl.
Oh,
Oh, you lot are just so wonderful. You're so wholesome and beautiful. That's lovely, Jean and Elmi. Really nice. That's great highlights of the week. Not saying ours were bad, but you might have won. Apart from Jeanette and Tom. In French, you know, come on. Let's welcome back Mr. Pete Beat, see if he's had a highlight of the week. Hey, Pete.
Hello.
Hello there. Any highlights of your week, sir?
I think it's been a pretty standard week apart from today, so I would say probably being on here is the highlight of my week.
Oh, God, you can come on again.
says the best things, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows the patter. He knows the patter. What I was going to ask you is, Tom was talking about French dance music in a different vein, But when I listen to your music, and people can go on to your SoundCloud page and they can go onto your website and find lots of your music. Did you come from a point of sort of being a clubber and going out lots and sort of being into dance music, or how did that come about? Because I hear the influence of dance music through a lot of your songs, which I kind of like, because you've brought it round to a kind of really left field, interesting pop stroke sort of dance style.
Yeah, so nearly all the music I used to make was pretty much dance music. So when I had the Amiga and when I first started producing on a PC, it was all dance music. And I was in a big sort of going clubbing phase when I was doing that to start with. And then just gradually moved into more song-based stuff. But yeah, hopefully kept a bit of the influence there.
Yeah, you have, and some of the elements of the way people use music, dance music, and use sounds. It reminded me of myself in that I used to go out clubbing all the time for years, and I absolutely loved it. And it was a wonderful time to be free and just go out and dance all night long. And I think that seeped into what I do musically. But I heard it in yours, and I just thought, I bet he's an old clubber, that's been not an old clubber. Sorry, you're not old, but just sort of like, you've been to a club or two, and it comes through. It's really nice.
Yeah, I like music and dance too.
Yes. Just mentioned, Gene says, haha, it made my year. That's Gene singing at Faversham Folk Club. I bet it is. Next time, do us a video, Gene. We want it on the show, Gene. Come on. So, Pete, before you sort of go into your second song, we asked if you could bring a sort of show and tell, something that you have a photograph of that you really care about. Have you got something that you could show and tell us about?
Yeah. So I was debating this. So I was thinking of like the most prized bit of music making equipment, which is probably just a microphone here, which is a bit boring. So I've gone with something else, which I wouldn't say is one of my most prized possessions, but it's mildly interesting. So if you can see it there, it's a photo of Reginald Dixon, who was the organist at Blackpool Tower Ballroom from 1930 to 1970. And I've got a signed photo of him, which my friend got us for my birthday as a kind of a tongue-in-cheek present. So it now sits on the wall above my computer in my studio. So Reginald sits and watches over us.
Oh wow, that's fantastic!
Brilliant. That's absolutely fun. It's really fascinating as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
I first heard of him on Red Dwarf, the TV series. It's Rimmer's favorite musician is, which probably isn't too much of a compliment.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for doing that, because I didn't give you no notice, but luckily you had something there. Was it Reginald?
Reginald Dixon, yeah.
Reginald Dixon.
Mr. Blackpool.
Mr. Blackpool. Wow. I love it. I love your sort of nostalgic heart that you sort of like. I was the same. I'd go mad over sort of like big organs with different levels on and things like that. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, Pete. Right. For your second song, what are you going to do for us, sir?
I'm going to do a song called Another Galaxy.
Love this song. Love this song. Check him out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put up some links as he's singing. The wonderful Pete Beat.
Thank you. I'll make life fair for you. I'll make the whole world do all the things that it ought to do. What it would were all the stories true. And at the end of my arm, you live this cruel life and try to forgive. A photon from another galaxy reaches the earth as we gaze at the sky. It traveled on these last 2 million years, all along to meet your blue-gray eye. I'll make life safe again, like you were 8 or 10. Down blossom carpet, summer meadow path, on the endless day in the photograph. And all the clocks wind down for me. These atoms are mine. They know my history. A photon from another galaxy reaches the earth as we gaze at the sky. It traveled on these last 2 million years, all along to meet your blue-gray eye. I'll make 2, 1 for you. I'll make the end brand new. The things that pull you from a perfect life will not be there, nor any kind of strife. And if you find that I don't succeed, well, fuck you, my heart, please. A photon from another galaxy reaches the earth as we gaze at the sky. It traveled on these last 2 million years, all along to meet your blue-gray eye. Thank you. That was a song called
Another
Another Galaxy.
cracking song.
Oh, thank you very much.
And it sounds great. If you get a chance, go to SoundCloud and put in Pete Beat in the search bar, or add it to the end of your thing with Pete slash not slash. What is that side bit? What's that side bit called like that?
Hyphen.
Beat
Hyphen.
I don't know English. I was grown up. I didn't grow up. Check it out because there's some great beats on what Pete's doing, and it's really interesting hearing you do it acoustically because it's sort of like I can hear the beats like as you're playing. It's really good, really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's got a bit more of a disco sound to it, the actual recording. That's definitely got like a Daft Punk influence.
Yeah, you can hear a bit of the guitar, can't you? A bit of
Yeah, the Nile Rodgers.
Yeah.
Really great.
Interesting. I've got Nile Rodgers' signature Strat. It's like signature edition guitar. That's me. I was also considering that for the show and tell, but I went with the photograph.
Both good choices. Really good. Jean says, I don't know if she's off yet because Jean said she's got to go to a ukulele group and she'll watch the rest on catch up. But she says she remembers Reginald Dixon on the radio.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's wonderful to hear.
She's
Have a
really,
nice lesson, Jean. Sorry, Tom.
she's really old, Jean. So, yeah.
Tom's allowed to say that because he's her friend.
Because I know Jean.
Elmy says, it's not an easy song to sing, but it was great. See, she knows songs. So well done, Pete. And Danzy mentions probably a highlight of the week was in Wales, project managing a friend's kitchen installation. The highlight was seeing the room begin to transform. Delightful. Send us pictures. Okay, Pete, we'll be back in a moment or two for your final song. We say thank you, dear sir, and yeah, we'll see you in a moment or two.
Okay.
I noticed one of the other things that somebody, Chrissy, has said that her highlight of the week was lots of laughs with friends to celebrate Morag's birthday. And sometimes Morag watches the show, but...
Dog needs going out! Dog needs going out! Oh,
so I'm going to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to Morag. I hope she is listening and that you having had a lovely day and a party. That's always good. Who doesn't like a birthday party? Do you have birthday parties?
Me?
Yeah. There's no one else here.
I know. That was the joke.
Did you sing happy birthday to Morag?
No, we could, but because of the way this platform works that we're on, we'd all be singing out of time.
Yeah, that's
all right
true.
in our own heads, but
That's
it doesn't connect properly. There's always slight delays on things, so it wouldn't sound nice. I don't think she'd like it, but we said it.
Okay, so the dog, I could hear him. I thought he's either doing tap dancing on the floor in the living room, or he needs to go out because he gets this nervous twitch, and he needed to go out. And now he's at the back of the garden barking at the squirrels, just to yes,
Little
sorry,
Chauncey.
squirrels.
I haven't seen Chauncey for ages.
I was going to shuffle things around and introduce your poem of the week, if that's okay, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Are you set? Are you ready?
I am. Yes. I mean, it's a very short one this week, but it's very classical and lovely.
Thanks for the warning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Here is Jeanette's poem of the week.
It's poem of the week. It's sometimes short and sweet. It's poem of the week, and it's always magnifique.
Well, I think with it being the beginning of March and spring is in the air, and it brings hopes of nicer weather and longer days. And so the poem I've chosen this week is called Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dixon. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. That was called Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dixon.
Very nice. Short,
Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson.
Yeah. Is that not what I said?
You said Dixon every time, I thought.
I didn't. Dickinson.
Oh,
I say it too quickly. No, definitely. Emily Dickinson. But it's lovely, isn't it? Nice little poem. And
there's quite a nice film about her and her friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm alone for the weekend. I may look that up at some point on the TV land. What do you know what it's called?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
Film by Emily Dickinson.
No, about Emily Dickinson.
Right.
Interesting life.
Okay.
I like her dad on the Flog-It sort of shows.
I think that's
Cheap as chips with a tan.
That might be her son.
Is it her son? He's great.
And then
Christine, sorry, Tom. Go on, Tom.
You were going on about your fondness for large organs. And,
thank you, Tom.
There's an interesting program on the BBC about large organs, actually.
Okay, we'll have to get
where there's a guy who's built one in his house with bits off the internet, which is amazing. So he has a whole room. Just proper pipe organ.
Oh, I'm going to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
On the iPlayer, is it?
Yeah, it's called.
I'll write it down.
I don't know, something like pulling the stops or something. The King's Instrument, something like that. In fact, I could probably look it up.
Yeah, that's all right. That would be
organ stops saving the King of Instruments.
Organ stops would probably be enough. There we go. Recommended the BBC. You're welcome, BBC. Very nice. We'll check that out. Christine says, great poem, Jeanette. Elmy says, I really like that. Thank you, Jeanette.
Look, Steve said it's Dickinson.
That's the name of the film, I'm guessing. Yeah, I've just made a little note of that. Thanks, Steve.
It's Dickinson. Yeah, I have to check that out. There's another one. I don't know if she was a poet that I watched recently. This documentary. I have to find out what it was. Finding someone, and it was fabulous. Danzy says, I love that dash away for dog duties. I've got to do a dash in a minute to get him back in so that he doesn't. We were out once and we were walking along a thin path and he chases the squirrels, but he wouldn't do anything with them. One of them jumped off one side of the wall, trying to bounce from the floor to the other fence on the other side of him. It accidentally jumped in his mouth. He didn't know what to do. And he was so shocked that it just jumped into his mouth and jumped straight back out again. He wouldn't hurt it, but
oh, bless him.
Yeah, there we go. So I need to save the squirrels of Colchester. Steve said he made that up. Sorry.
Oh.
You cheeky minstrel.
Yeah, my middle name, Gullible.
Let's welcome back Mr. Pete Beat. He should be with us in 3, 2, 1. Live from Gateshead, isn't it, Pete?
It is, yeah. Just south of the river.
It's lovely when I like people that sing in their accent, where they come from, and you do that. Who's your influences? If I may.
So on the accent specifically, I was
well,
the Unthanks. I've always sang like Northumbrian music with that
Yeah.
accent. So like I listened to quite a lot of that years ago, and that had a bit of influence. I would say my biggest influences are probably the Beach Boys and the Smiths were the two biggest ones. Also the Beatles. Was in a Doors tribute band with my friends for a while. That was the first band I was ever in. So, then like as we discussed earlier, sort of the clubbing and the electronic music as well. So I think sort of a mix of all those sort of weird influences.
Yeah, and you've been. Would you say was it 11 years since you've been sort of properly recording songs?
About 13, I would say.
13. Apologies. That's good. Go and check him out. Let me see where if you want to check him out, go to petebeat.net. That's his website, and that'll cover all. Or if you put Pete Beat Music into Facebook, you'll find him there. Yeah, great. It's really interesting to see what sort of influences you. And it's funny you've got the Niles Rodgers guitar behind you, sort of like because Tom picked up a little bit of that in your previous song. So last song this afternoon, what we got, Pete?
So I'm going to do a song called "Before the War," which was also the title of my third album.
Oh yes, of course. Love this song. If you get a chance, go to Pete's Bandcamp page. I'll put a link up and check out his music. This is a great song that resonated with me, as many of them did. I'll get out of the way. Tom will get out of the way. Jeanette will get out of the way. And we say, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this afternoon, Pete Beat.
Thank you. Please sing to me a melody from before the war. The shock and awe we never thought would come to our door, At first it was so far away, it didn't spoil the week. The people there look different, what's that language they speak? The only time some gave them thought was when they tried to flee. Coming out here are they bloody refugees. Oh please, give us a song, as I do long to hear of whom I do agree. Hills we knew, the avenue, and in the valley the river blue. The superpowers play the hand of land and life and men, while governments are voted in by press barons ken. Populations in the dog of 52%. Learn too late what weakening liberal Europe men do hide. You know I think we'll meet again someday, and on that day we'll spark a bendy J. And if the last post plays for me instead, raise a glass to the true and faithful dead and pray. Sound me a lay, a better day on this old battered guitar. There'll be an end to war, as was before, in many years or not or more. Thank you.
Thank you,
Love
Pete.
that slow vibrato you have on your voice. You really
Oh, thanks.
hold those notes so beautifully. Really nice.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully a bit of like the sort of Frank Sinatra or Jim Morrison influence in there.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
The crooner influence. Though Jim Morrison was not necessarily a crooner, but he was a fine artist.
Yeah, he could croon on it when he needed to.
Tom's written Wild Nights with Emily.
That's
That
the
I
name.
assume is the name of the film about Emily Dickinson.
Yeah, there is another one which I haven't seen actually, which I might have a look at as well. A Quiet Passion.
Oh, I say that's your weekend sorted, saucy. Elmy sends applause, Pete. What you got
Thanks,
coming
Elmy.
up? What you got coming up? Anything? You've got, I believe, a new single coming out. Anything else going on? Any gig?
Yeah. So I've got a single come out this month. It's already out. Oh, well, in February. I've got another one coming out this month. And also a mobile game. So if you've got an Android phone, you can keep an eye out for a game I made, which will allow you to remix a couple of the songs on the album. Because by day, my job is as a software engineer. So that was like just a little side project to make that. And then next month, got the album coming out. And I'm going to organise a gig to launch that, but I haven't got around to it yet. Just been procrastinating about it, but I'm hopefully going to do that.
Of course. What's the album called?
It's called The Strange Museum.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, intriguing. The Strange Museum. Yeah, I'll be looking out for that one for sure. That's great. And what a thing to have a game and you can remix one of your songs. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So in the game, you collect things that allow you to remix the songs, and then with all the parts you've collected, you can create a little new version of it.
That sounds great.
So it's like-
What a great idea.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be like a nice little extra to promote the album.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh gosh, I hope that goes well, and I hope your album launch, if you get there, or just the album itself, The Strange Museum, I hope that goes well too, Pete.
Thank you.
It's been a treat having you on the show because I really like what you do. So I think you're a great artist, and I think you write really interesting and diverse songs. And so I'm looking forward to the album.
Oh well, thank you very much, and thanks for having us on. It's been a pleasure. It hasn't been as terrifying as I thought doing a live show would be, so it's good.
Yeah, we don't hurt. We're softies, really. And we're all about encouraging sort of original artists to come on our show every fortnight. So it's lovely to have you on, and hopefully you'll be happy to come on in the future at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Love to.
Excellent. Glad
Brilliant.
to hear that.
Brilliant. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bring the credits, the outgoing credits, leave Pete on there, and we'll all say goodbye together. Just to say big thanks, as always, to Tom. Does a lot of work on the screen and behind the scenes. Thank you, Tom. Jeanette, of course, similarly, doing videos and poetry and being on the show. And thanks for being lovely hosts. If I don't say it a lot, I'll just say it this once, but I will never say that again. So don't get set on it. You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. Even when I'm being nice, I have to be sarcastic, don't I? Isn't it terrible?
It's fair enough, I think.
Fair enough, did you say?
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone for fair enough. Thanks for viewing our show. And I know a lot of people keep saying that they watch it back afterwards. So thank you, even if you don't watch it live. Appreciate you making the time and the comments. If you are coming out and about in Colchester, we are in Grimes Dyke Court, 2 o'clock, 2 till 4 on this coming Monday. So if you fancy joining us, it's a nice little vibe there. That's another in-person memory afternoon. And we're back again in 2 weeks. I've not got the calendar in front of me. But
It's the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day. So
yeah, go
hands
on.
up for being Irish.
You'll be drunk again. won't you?
I might forget the teetotal. It's St. Patrick's Day. That'll be a whole weekend of it.
Lovely. Elmy says, thank you all. Lovely afternoon. Thanks, Elmy. And Chrissy says, lovely afternoon as usual. They send kisses. We send them back. In 2 weeks' time, we're here with the return of Marina Florence, who, funny enough, wrote the song with Jules Fox Allen that we go out on. I'm losing my words. I'm on medication. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Pete. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Bye everyone.
Bye, bye, bye.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. But putting it all aside, we made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty in here. Share our laughter, sometimes tears. You'll be welcome with a cup of tea and a biscuit, maybe 2 or 3. Wrapped in a little white cloth, cooking for hours in the old iron pot. There's a jam roly-poly for tea, enough for you and Dad and Grandma and me. What did we like the most? Fish paste sandwich or peas on toast? Nothing could come close to bubble and squeak the day after our son